Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my channel where I love talking about handbags. I love talking about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and any beautiful handbags in this world that I may be obsessed about. Now, if you like that kind of content, certainly do subscribe, turn on notifications, that way you'll be informed every time I upload a video. In today's video, I thought I would talk about a trending topic, Louis Vuitton x Murakami. Now, the thing is, sure, the multicolor collection dropped in early January, like the 2nd or 3rd or January, but that is just the first collection. There's supposed to be like multiple drops of the Murakami collection for the rest of the year. So I'm just going to say that Murakami is going to be trending for all of 2025, which gets me really, really excited. Now, in terms of what I want to talk about in today's video regarding the Murakami collection is, should you buy the current collection, the one that is dropping in 2025, or should you go ahead and buy the pre-loved one from the early 2000s? Now, I'm just going to come out and say that my vote is for buying pre-loved. And if you missed my unboxing, I did buy this bag over here. This one is the Louis Vuitton x Murakami Greta bag, the multicolor one in the Blanc edition, or the white one. This one was from 2009, I believe. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, so this one is from 2009. So the collection, I believe, ran between 2003 and 2014, and then it subsequently got discontinued. So it is a collection that ran for a really, really long time. This one I only purchased in December 2024. Now, I've always wanted something from the Murakami collection, even before they were going to collab. I felt like I was actually ahead of time because in January, actually on the 1st of January 2024, I purchased my first Louis Vuitton x Murakami bag, and that was the Rita bag. So this bag over here. But what happened was that bag, I was so happy when I unboxed it, but unfortunately it didn't work out because it was too heavy and too bulky for my lifestyle. So I have now sold that bag, but I still then wanted another one to replace it. Between the two multicolor colors, so the one with the white background and the black background, the one that I actually have always wanted was the one with the white background because I think it just looks so beautiful. The colors just really pop. But because of the burgundy interior, these bags were known to bleed and turn apricot. So for a long time, I always thought I would go for a black multicolor to avoid that problem, and therefore my first purchase of a black multicolor bag. But what I since learned is that Louis Vuitton then fixed this bleeding problem in their later batches. So although the later batches still had burgundy interiors, the bleeding was not an issue anymore, which was absolutely amazing because then I'm like, well, okay, let me look for a bag that is in the white multicolor, and that's how I ended up with this one. There's a whole story as to how I ended up with this bag. If you want to find out that story, go ahead and watch the unboxing. I did say that the black one didn't work out because it was too heavy and too bulky. I was concerned that this one might be the same, but I knew that this one weighed approximately 1 kilo. I have used it a couple of times already, and I absolutely love it because it's not as bulky, so it rests really nicely against my body like this, and it's very comfortable to carry. The Murakami collection, the multicolor ones, they are known to be heavy because of all the hardware that is in place. So yeah, for that reason, those bags are known to be heavy. So this bag, although I'm holding it like that, it feels heavy. It's not bad when I use it and carry it on my shoulder. I've gone ahead and purchased this inspired coin purse off Temu. I just love how that looks. And this one. I'm not sure this is a real Labubu. I'm not really sure. I bought him off Temu as well. So I can only assume that it's an imposter, but I just love how they look all together. Isn't that cute? So I wanted to say that this purchase was a real success. I'm very happy with it. This positive experience has essentially reinforced my opinion of purchasing pre-loved. Was I tempted by the new collection? Yes, I was. I definitely was, but you know, your girl has to be practical with her finances. And look, I get it. Luxury houses line up their prices with current times, and their current prices are really high. So in my mind, why not go for a pre-loved bag? Now, the best thing about pre-loved, in my opinion, is that sure, you know, with the Vachetta, we're scared of Vachetta, especially new Vachetta. I find new Vachetta to be quite scary. My Yayoi Kusama Vachetta is like practically untouched because I'm so scared of using it. But when Vachetta has matured, the best thing about buying pre-loved is what you see is what you get. It's already like 10 to 20 years old. it's not really going to change that much anymore. So I find that is one advantage of buying a pre-loved Murakami multicolor bag. You already know what's going to happen with the paquete. So with the upcoming collections as well, for example, the Cherries collection and the Blossoms collection, of course, we don't exactly know what bags are coming out in those drops just yet. But in the original batch, those bags had vachetta as well. So why not go ahead and buy a pre-loved one where the vachetta is already aged for you? So that's one reason I think it's better to go pre-loved. I already talked about the price, so the second reason is that the pre-loved ones are going to be very reasonably priced. And the other thing is, we worry about luxury handbags and their quality and quality issues that we've talked about in the last couple of years. So how do you know what quality we're going to get in the new batch? Not sure, right? In terms of the old bags, in terms of the pre-loved bags, because they've been used so much already. If there's no cracked leather or cracked canvas, I think that indicates, to me anyway, that, it's already been through a whole life. What more can we do with it? Like, what extra harm can we do to the bag? So again, it's sort of like what you see is what you get. And I guess the fourth thing is we're often worried about the silk screen or this paint and all this color chipping off. And it certainly does happen a lot with SLGs. If you look at pre-loved multicolor SLGs, some owners have really used the SLG so much that the chipping is really significant and it's really faded. And that's because we interact with SLG so much more. We touch them, and when they're sitting in our bags, they rub against other items, and the friction causes the chipping to be worse. SLGs are often more trauma prone, I find. But once you're looking at an old bag, if all of the colors are intact, I don't know, I feel like I could be quite confident that these colors on this bag or the silk screen on this bag is going to last, another 10 to 20 years. That's my opinion. The other thing that's predictable about buying pre-loved is you see it, you order it, you pay for it, and you get it. Very likely anyway, barring any logistical issues. And then you don't have to face all these uncertainty that a lot of people are facing when they pre-ordered the current collection. When I heard about all this kerfuffle about people having their pre-orders cancelled and getting refunds instead of their bags, I know it sounds ridiculous to someone who is not into handbags, but I would be so cross if I had hung out for the new collection, like not purchase a pre-loved one and save my money and gave it to Louis Vuitton so that I could get one from the new collection. And then after the collections drop, they tell me that, sorry, we're not going to be able to fulfill your order. That would be so annoying. And in that moment, I'd be worried that the previous or the vintage bags would have gone up in price since the new bags were released. So yeah, that's another reason to buy pre-loved. Honestly, I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Although I did say that my preference is for the white multicolor, I kind of do feel I want some more. I'm trying to tell myself not to buy another white multicolor, which only leaves a black multicolor for me to buy. So I have been trolling the internet looking for black multicolor. Of course, at the moment, while the hype is really high, the prices are relatively high as well. But anyway, if you would like to help me out, and if you happen to see a black multicolor for under 14 or 1300 Australian dollars, feel free to let me know. I'm not always extremely fussy about the condition as long as I feel that like it doesn't look too bad. And as long as I feel that it matches the price that it's being sold for, I'm usually relatively open. So if you happen to spot one, please send me a link, like DM me on Instagram. I would really be so grateful. I would absolutely love to add a black multicolor. Like, I feel like the bucket bags are so pretty. If I could add one in relatively good condition, like no cracks in the leather or the canvas, that would be so amazing. Yeah, the Claudia one is one that I'm particularly obsessed about. The Salone is quite pretty as well. And I don't know, I've actually considered getting a Greta in the black multicolor as well, if the price is right. So yeah, so I've already expressed my opinion as to which batch of Murakami you should buy. I think pre-loved is the way to go, but obviously when you do that, do your own due diligence, check authenticity, buy from a reliable seller, and so on and so forth. With that, obviously there are some advantages or reasons to purchase from the new collection. From my point of view, I would say go for the new collection if you're looking for a bag that did not exist in the previous collection. For example, they do have some new bags in the new collection in the multicolor, for example, the carry-all, the side trunk, and there's this brand new bag, the All-in BB. Yeah, that's its like debut in multicolor. And also if you like the black multicolor with the silver hardware and the black leather so that you don't have to worry about the keta. Look, I get that as well. And clearly, if you're getting a new bag, it's a new bag that hopefully only you've used and it's not one that someone pre-ordered, took it, tried it out, and returned. So hopefully you won't have anyone else's juju on your brand new bag. But leave me a comment. I'm so interested to hear, are you buying from the new or the old collection? I know some of you won't be buying at all. Mary, I love you, babe. Mary from Lumi Level Up. She really dislikes this collection. I've sent her like a few links to say, I like this one and this one and this one. And she goes like, I hate them all. I'm like, okay, well, thanks for your opinion. But I'm sure you love my new bag though. Right. So thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.